Hello, 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 hello. Good morning. It is a Saturday morning here in Ohio, as well as most of the rest of the world, except for Korea. Well, no, even Korea. It's still 11:05 p.m. there, almost 12. Maybe it's 12. No, maybe it is 12. They are a new day in Korea. It is nice and sunny here, but it's a high of 52. So it's pretty cold. What's up, Baggins? What's up, Scott? What's up, Gentry? Gentry, I'm going to speak to you specifically because I literally just received about 5 minutes ago a new set from Mr. Jason Gentry. And that brings up something that we must talk about because I've told you guys a couple of times I'm a part of this men's group. We meet like once a week. And of course, sometimes outside of that. And we decided, I don't know, like a month ago, I just forgot to tell you guys about it. But we decided to do a like a retreat kind of thing, like a weekend kind of gathering where we just go to a cabin, um, do some drinking, do some chilling, do some talking, naked poker, that kind of stuff, that men do. And so that means the whole weekend I'm going to be gone. And that weekend is the weekend of the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. So it's not next weekend, it's the weekend after that. So 2 weeks from today, we will not be doing live streams the whole weekend. So don't be expecting that, which, Jason, that comes back to you because right now, let's see, we have, let me get over to it. Right now we have Cucumber Macumber today. Then we have Colin tomorrow. Then we have Mr. Cesar Lopez on Monday. And that's this weekend. Next week we have Mr. Herman, Michael Herman, on Saturday. Adrian Widener on Sunday. And Mr. Cucumber Macumber on Monday. And then it's you, Jason. But the problem is, that's the next weekend, which I will not be here. So, Jason, you will be going the weekend of the 29th. So, Jason, you will be on the 29th of October, which is 3 weeks from today. So, we were scheduled out 2 weeks, but this weekend that we're not going to be together because I'm going to be on a trip means that you're going to be 3 weeks out from today. Okay? Which also brings up another thing, because that is the weekend, 29. And then 30th would be Sunday. And then Monday is Halloween. I just spent all day yesterday putting up Halloween decorations for the house. And maybe I'll put a picture of it on Instagram or something like that. Which, for those of you who have Instagram, up there in the top, you can, if you have Instagram, we can follow each other. Actually, I won't follow you unless you actually put up pictures and stuff like that. Because I've gone to people's who follow me that I know are from the channel, and I go to their profile and they have nothing there. I'm not going to follow you if you don't do anything. They just have accounts to follow other people, and that's cool, but I'm not going to follow you if you don't really post things because there's no point. But there have been several of you that I talk with on Instagram sometimes. People have asked me about sets on Instagram, so there you go. If you have Instagram, do it. I might post some stuff of the house decorations for Halloween. That being said, I think it'd be cool if somebody, first come, first serve, does a set on the 31st and it's some sort of cool Halloween set. I don't know if you can think of. I'm sure somebody's gonna choose Halloween, or what is that band name? I think we've had them once on the channel. Halloween, but it's Halloween, but it's spelled weird, I think. Yeah, I think there's a band called that. So yeah, if somebody turns in a set and you specifically want it to be Halloween, still make it good. Don't make it shit. You know what I mean? Actually, I think it'd be cool to discover some actual cool Halloween music. And right now, I'm going like this because I've been back in the States for 2 years, just over 2 years now. And both Halloweens that I've been back for have been pouring down rain. I mean, it's such horseshit. As much as I hate rain, my favorite fucking holiday of the year is Halloween. And it's rained badly both times, so kids can't come to the house. I had kids last year, a few that just got drenched. They were soaking wet. And it's funny because it didn't rain all fucking day until literally at 6 p.m. when Halloween started. It just started pouring. It's like, come on, please. So I'm just hoping that this year is not a third year. If it rains again this fucking year, I would even take cold. Like it's cold right now, which nobody's talking about, by the way. Everyone's like, oh, we're so hot. We're so hot. We're global warming. Dude, this is the coldest fall. We didn't even have like a couple days of like fall weather. We went from summer, 90 degrees, to fucking freezing where I had to turn the heat on. The heat's been on for like 2 weeks. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, hoping that it doesn't rain on Halloween. So it's a big deal. But if somebody turns it on Halloween, first come, first serve, you say, I want Halloween. The first email I get that has that set will get that Halloween day. It is the best fucking day of the year. Actually, you know what? I just thought about this. We might have to change the timing on that because if kids come to my house, because I think Halloween trick-or-treating is actually on the 31st. So we might have to do like a later set because usually kids stop coming around 8, right? Shit. So we'll have to figure that out. Maybe we won't do a set on... Yeah, we got to do a set on Halloween. It just might have to be later because I think kids start coming at 6. Maybe we'll do a set at like 8, 8:30. I know it's going to be late, but that's going to be the only time I can really do it. Because I want to make sure, unless it's raining, then we might do it early. So anyway, that is the update. Once again, in the descriptions of all the videos as of late, I think as of like the last year, you can actually go in, click on the Excel document, and you can see like the upcoming schedule, see what songs we've done, all that stuff. So if you have any questions, just go to that document or I will lead you to that document. Okay? So now let's get back into our set for today, which is Cucumber Macumber's 8th set. Remember, he has 9, so he has one more to go before he's out of money. And we will get to this. I'm guessing this is probably going to be like an hour and 20 minutes long. I'm hoping it's not, because today we have a bunch of stuff to do for our Saturday. My other half is actually not working, which is great. So we actually get to do something on a fall Saturday, which is the best. Ohio State plays at 4 p.m. And it's against Shittigan State, which I don't have anything against Shittigan State, but they were actually really bad this year. They were bad. I think we crushed them like 66 to something last year. I think we had 49-0 in the first half. So I think they're worse than last year, so we should at least beat them by a lot. And that's at 4 p.m. I probably won't be watching much of that because we got other stuff we're going to do. Today is Apple Orchard Day. We're going to go to the Apple Orchard and pick some apples. I can't wait because the apples are so fucking good. I'll probably buy like 2 pecks, 3 pecks, and just eat the shit out of them. All right, so, well, Halloween is one thing, JBB, for it to be cold. Yes, it is cold typically by Halloween, but it's been cold here since, like, I think September 20th. That's bullshit. September 20th, you should be getting, like, 85, 80-degree weather typically. It's been fucking freezing since mid-September. That's ridiculous. End of October is a month and a half later. That makes sense, but not fucking mid-September. It's retarded. All right, so let's get to this because I know this is going to be long, I'm guessing. Here we go. This theme is death metal. Okay, so I'm sure Scott K is going to be happy about this, and Ryan. It's one of my favorite genres of all time, and I really struggled picking songs for this set because there are so many I could have chosen. I'm trying to take you through the evolution of death metal with these tracks, starting with the earliest stuff in the 90s, all the way up to modern stuff that came out last year. I hope the group enjoys these tracks. So, first is the band called Death. What a fucking name for a band. Yo, Death. Sacred Serenity is the name of the song. Actually not that long, which is good. This is one of the best songs in the history of death metal, in my opinion, so I thought I would start you off with some of the best and go up from there. Chuck Schuldiner, I think is how you say it, is the lead guitarist and vocalist, and his guitar work is fantastic. This song is so good it's over before you blink, and pretty soon you'll be listening to it over again on your streaming service. Okay, we'll find that out, Cucumber. I especially enjoy Chuck's cadences. Okay, I like cadence because remember Russell Sir Russell last week, I thought his cadences were just not good, and that really took away from it. With his voice, as this song opens up, you can feel the passion and his commitment to the music, but the cadences he provides with his screaming really hammer home his investment in the music. Badass. I will say this, I still think the title of Best Cadence Delivery of Lyrics and Melody goes to Idola. Idola is absolutely unique, cool, passionate, they're the best at that. So we'll see if this comes close to that. So here we go with Death, Sacred Serenity. Okay, good start. I love that offbeat. Nice. Oh, fuck yeah, okay. Holy shit, this is good. Double bass. Wherever we go. Yeah. Like that, Love that, da. Oh, nice halftime. Okay, Cucumber Macumber. I'm gonna say I kind of like this song so far. This is nice. Dude, so far this song is kicking some serious ass for me. I can see why you say it'll go on a playlist. Yeah, dude. I love that stutter. Oh, Baggins. Another fucking person died of cancer? I'm getting to the comments, by the way. It's taking me a while. Dude, I'm liking this song for sure. It is a little long. It feels like a little long, but maybe it's about to end. He said 4 minutes, so. Colin. Yeah, I get that. It does seem like it'd be heavier than this. This sounds like Metallica. Is that it? All right. So, yeah, I think I agree with Colin in that when you hear the word death metal, I guess if he's saying this is early death metal, that makes a little more sense. But that was very Megadeth, Metallica-ish to me. I liked it a lot. That's definitely going on a playlist, probably my gym playlist. So, yeah, definitely really, really cool. But it does seem like it would be more like, I don't know, crazy. But if this is the beginning, like he said, he's starting from the end or beginning and kind of moving up to things today. That does make more sense because death metal back then probably would have sounded more like this, and it just keeps getting more death. No pun intended. All right, so let's get into the next one. Way to start off, Cucumber. I want to know if everybody doesn't seem like a lot of people are really commenting. So I'd be interested what other people think of that song. Other than I saw Ryan said that he hasn't listened to this a long time and now he's gonna punch himself for that. So, all right, number 2 is called Carcass. That name also just kind of brings up a bunch of imagery that's not pleasant. The song is called Heartwork, which the band name Carcass with Heartwork. Okay. This is an early classic from one of the best in death metal to ever do it, Carcass. They're from the UK. Blimey. They have an extensive back catalog of several great albums, but the album this song is named after may be their most celebrated one, Heartwork. This song has so many good freaking riffs in it, it's scary, and riffs are often the name of the game in death metal as far as I'm concerned, including thrash metal, but I digress. His voice can be an acquired taste for some, probably me, but for those purveyors of death metal, nice word, Cucumber, purveyors. For those purveyors of death metal, they actually find his voice to be softly in the middle between a high-pitched scream and a low guttural. It's actually quite relaxing, even as it is invigorating. Another one, invigorating, and blood pumping. Don't use that word with you, Cucumber. It brings too many bad images. I hope if you guys don't initially like the vocals, you'll give it another listen, second evaluation, because the musicianship in the song is amazing. Okay, so this is Carcass, Heartwork. Let's go. Psst, 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 psst. Is that it? All right, I think that is it. All right. So, I think definitely song number 1 out of the gate was better than song number 2. Song number 2 just kind of felt a little too repetitive and didn't really go anywhere for me. Whereas I think song number 1, other than a few halftime breaks, song number 1 had a really good transition between the halftime and just the riffs I think were better in the first song. And his voice, I think, was better. Was better. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. That second one probably won't go on a playlist. I will, however, Cucumber, give it a second shot. Don't worry about it. So yeah. I did want to say before we get into song number 3 that surprisingly, I don't know what's happened in the last week. I'm sure it's going to do a U-turn here in about another couple days. But I've noticed something has happened where I think for 3 or 4 months, we're talking almost half a year, the subscribers on the channel was it would go up 2 and then down 2, up 2, down 2, up 4, down 5. And it would stay in the 1,760 range, I think is for 6 months we stayed in that. And then for some reason the last 2 weeks, it's just kind of shot up. So we're almost at 1,790. So that's gone up 30 almost in the last I don't know, month. Kind of crazy. So I don't know what's happened. I don't know, but it's kind of nice to see that that's happened. Number 2, I wanted to tell you guys. Yeah, I've been 1.7 has been I think over a year, but again from 1.760, that stayed like that for 6 months, and now we're at 1.7 almost 90. So that's quite a change, and I don't know what's caused that to happen, but we'll take it. Yeah, if I get to 2K, man, woo, we're crushing it. The second thing I wanted to say is I felt so warm-hearted yesterday because if any of you follow Mike Portnoy on his social media accounts, I follow him on Instagram. he posted like a story, like a 3 or 4 thing story of him and Boston at Berklee School of Music where they started. And he showed like outside where his room was that he stayed in. And he said their first time that they when they were teenagers there, basically living there, going to Berklee School of Music, they waited outside this hall at the Berklee School of Music, I guess, Performance Center overnight to get rush tickets. And I just thought it was so cool. And then, of course, he is on stage warming up with Petrucci, and they just kind of like are sentimental and reminisce about how they met and how long it's been. And now they're coming full circle back to the Berklee, and they're performing at Berklee last night. That was just so cool to see. And the fact that they're playing with their wives band as the opener, I cannot fucking wait to see them in November. I think it's going to be a one-off performance completely. Now, granted, John Mayung is not there, but I think it's just going to be probably my last concert that I will see those two together, and probably last concert I'll go to involving the members of Dream Theater. So it's going to be a special moment. And I think it's worth the money, because I don't think with their schedules that they're going to be able to tour other places. So I feel really lucky that we're going to get to see them on this tour for his solo project. And it was just really cool to see them be sentimental about where they met. I mean, fucking over 30 years ago. That is crazy. Just really crazy. So if you care about Dream Theater at all, go watch Mike Portnoy's story from yesterday before it disappears, because it's just really cool to see them kind of reminisce about where they started, and now 30 plus years later they full circle back there. It's really cool kind of, I think, situation. So anyway, let's get to the next song, which is by a band called Decapitated, which, man, look at these. Death, Carcass, Decapitated. What freaking names for bands. This is called Spheres of Madness. Every genre has its anthems. I keep thinking of Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. Okay. You might even consider Dream Theater's Pull Me Under as an anthem. Yeah, for them, it's what got them started and their most popular song. This is the anthem for technical death metal. For the whole genre? That's interesting. It provides an instant head nod. I can't imagine somebody going to a death metal show and not grooving to this song. I've seen Decapitated twice, and both times they played the song, even though the sets were short. This thing is a banger and has an excellent riff change about halfway through the song that provides a different dynamic to an already ruckus headbang. Ooh, nice word, ruckus. Trust me, you guys are gonna like this song. All right, Decapitated, Spheres of Madness. Let's see if you're right. Ooh, I definitely like that riff. What a way to start a song. Just like splooge all over your face at the beginning. Well, Ryan, I wouldn't cry alone. I would just not do a live stream because I would have nothing to listen to. Colin. Yeah. His chest is open. Ryan. Pyramid and Colin are having a philosophical moment. We're Decapitated as a band. I love this riff. What I find interesting is that this is Cucumber's set, and he's not saying anything. I feel like he's in the back, just like masturbating and getting lit on some sort of drug. Ooh, nice, Scott. There he is. Well, I would say, Cucumber, that they're more like this kind of rippage is more on this side versus like, I don't know. It's like catchy riffs. Nice. Is this the change? This is a fucking sick riff. Man, that machine gun. Yeah, I don't think this dude has stopped with the double bass the whole song. What's up, Don? Jason's not into death metal. I'll be honest, for me, this is like loads better than what we've been listening to in the past. I would say a couple weeks, as far as the heaviness. This is way more up my alley than what we have today. Good question, Baggins. I don't think Colin likes much other stuff than that. Dude, this is just straight, like... Okay, I'm gonna say 1, 3, 2. What? What the fuck? Okay. Pyramid, for some reason I accidentally clicked on, because it popped up and I clicked on it and it hid your message, so say it again. I don't know, whatever you said. View deleted message. And post it. It doesn't allow me to fucking post your message now. So say it again. I think you said at Cucumber. Yeah, when they're good, they're fucking good. There we go. That was fucking weird. It just popped up when I was clicking on my my 132 to copy for the next song. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think it's interesting that some of you guys, especially you guys, other than Baggins, seem to be not digging this as much compared to the stuff that I think we listened to. What was it? That full album that we listened to by Cucumber, and then last week's by Cucumber. This is, to me, loads better than what we listened to last weekend and that full album that we listened to. This, to me, is fucking awesome, riff-wise, and like I could definitely listen to this while I'm like working out. The other stuff that we listened to last week, I just probably will never listen to again after my second listen, which I listened to both of those 2 times, and there was only a couple that I was like, nah. So yeah, it's interesting that me, who's not a typical, I don't side on the heavy side, I like this more than the people who tend to kind of go on the heavy side. So really interesting. Jason, I don't work out, so that's why I don't like it. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, but like just driving around, I'm typically not going to listen to this kind of music. I like more of the stuff you can sing along to. I know Para is going to be upset by that because he gets in a bus and fucking sings to that. I'm sure the people around him think he's crazy homeless. All right, well, let's get to the next one. All right, so the next... Speak of the devil. I just saw this come up in the chat. Pyramid, you're going to be happy about this. This next band is called Nile, which I guess supposedly they're... you can almost die at their live shows, according to what's been said in the chat. This is called Lashed to the Slave Stick. Lashed to the Slave Stick. Okay, kind of interesting. This band was actually one of the best in their genre, technical death metal, when this came out. It's one of the best death metal songs of all time, and as usual, it features guitar playing that is just sick. Out of this world. The rhythms this band lays down in this song with the guitar are both complicated and catchy at the same time. That's cool. This song just makes you feel badass. You can tell the guitars are tuned down to a ridiculous tuning because there's actually no bass player in this three-piece band. Holy shit. The music is also about Egyptian mythology, interesting, which is pretty unique and sets this band apart from their contemporaries. You described that very well. I would almost call you a half writer there, Cucumber. So this is Nile, called Lashed to the Slave Stick. Here we go. Okay. Oh. So did this band come out before Metallica, right around Metallica, or after Metallica? That's what I would like to know. Anybody know? Colin, they play more than 2 riffs? That's actually not far from the truth there, Colin. I can't completely disagree with that statement. Soundtrack musicals? I don't know about that one, JBB. Unless you're doing yoga. Okay, way after Metallica. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's not... I'm more like not interested in the fact that it hasn't changed yet. It's kind of like the last song continued. I'm like already kind of bored. And this is kind of what I don't like about the genre in general, is it's just one tempo, and it just gets lost after like 5 seconds. Like, I liked the riffs in the last song way better than this. So far, you said, like, the way you describe this is almost the opposite, Cucumber, of what I'm experiencing right now. This is fast, but boring as fuck. At least the other songs had like catchy riffs. This is just... It reminds me of that scene in Dumb and Dumber. You want to hear the most annoying sound ever? Yeah, this song sucks compared to the other ones, I'm sorry. This has like 0 uniqueness to it. Yeah, I'm already calling it. This song sucks. Colin, I hope you're okay with it when people say that shit about your sets. Sorry, Ryan. Sorry. Whoa, that was an interesting end. I mean, the fact that it ended the way that it started. Ugh. Scott, if you're talking about weird in the sense of unique in your tastes, sure, but I wouldn't call it weird as in like you're not like you're bad. It's just you tend to like things that, you know, other people wouldn't, which is fine. But the fact that that song ended abruptly the way it started abruptly, and that there was like almost zero change in between, is the very reason I tend to hate this style of music. Is it has zero soul. It's like rid of emotion other than one, maybe. Just, yeah, and I didn't think that it was technical other than that it was fast. So, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Cucumber. That song was exactly the opposite of what you described for me. I'm glad other people liked it, but for me, it's exactly the opposite. The way you described it, I was like, holy shit, man, we are in for a treat. And then I landed in somebody's queef. I haven't said that word in a long time. Queef. Yeah, definitely the other songs had way more uniqueness, way more cool riffs. That was just fucking one riff boring. So we'll get to the next one. All right, I think we've had this band on the channel before. This is Obscura, and the song is called Ethereal Skies. This song is going to sound a lot cleaner than what we've been listening to so far. Okay. This is considered technical death metal, but I think it came out in 2017 or 18. Death metal went, in some ways, towards a much cleaner, better produced sound in the 2000s. Everybody wanted to sound hyper clean, technical, progressive, and some of the soul of the original death metal sound was lost. There's still a lot of bands trying to recapture that older sound, but for me, the death metal bands that are really on the cutting edge are tech death bands like Obscura. They've been consistent for a long time, and this is one of my favorite songs off their last album, Diluvium, I think is how you say it. So this is Obscura, and this is Ethereal Skies. Here we go. Definitely sounds cleaner already. Okay. Oh, did they get blocked? They might. Ooh. Dude, we're doing some like skipping strings. Yeah, this is definitely more technical than the last band for sure. I haven't changed anything, and it's right at the same levels it was before, so. Yeah, if you listen to what the guitar is doing in the left ear. Oh, warning, heads up, here we go. Let's say video too. It's not even a fucking video. Alright, let's do a filter and see if that helps. This is for sure getting blocked, Cucumber. Ooh, that dun 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 dun. See, that's a little different. This is by far the most technical song we've heard today. Just even the... Hear that? Yes. Okay. Okay. At least we got some change up here. Still don't like it better than 1 yet. But it's definitely up there. He's in a solid second place right now. Oh. Yeah, this is almost like jazz elements and like heavy. This is by far the most technical song we've listened to today. I would think that Baggins would love this. It's got like a Spiral Architect kind of feel. Even the bass sounds kind of... Oh, yeah. Dude, these guys are sick. Yeah, that sounds like Spiral Architect. Ooh! Very classical focused here. Back to heavy. Yeah, they're definitely mixing in some shit. I don't really like his voice much, but the music to this is really good. Yes, they definitely can feel it. There's some emotion and shit to this song. This is great. Listen to that bass. Oh, damn. Is that it? Holy shit, man. Yeah, I'm gonna put it second just because I liked the first song was more on the poppy end because it had catchier riffs. This was more avant-garde in that like there wasn't like a typical chorus that like, you know, grabs you with like a verse kind of thing that's like something you can grab onto. It was just a lot of so it had a lot of like texture, but that's why I called it like jazzy, because it had like that jazzy influence, especially some of the skipping of strings that he was doing. Very, very technical. Even went into some classical kind of feel with like some of the sweeps and stuff like that. Yeah, dude, that was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. Now, if every song was like that and they didn't have a balance of like catchy stuff, which again is why I love Dream Theater, because they do both. They do shit like this where it's kind of like out there, maybe not this out there, but like very technical, go off in their own little land for a minute and then come back. But they also have songs like Wither. And to me, that's just, they play all shit. They can do all things. It's not just one thing. Which again, is why I tend to not like death metal that much, because it just seems like it's just like for hours. So yeah, definitely surprised by that. Cucumber, liked it. I felt like you redeemed yourself, because I did feel like Colin was correct. I felt like it started strong and then it kind of like quickly went over the hill and was going down really, really fast. And this kind of brought it back up. So let's see how you're going to end this set with your last song. So, I think we've had this band on the set before. Archspire. I'm pretty sure we've had them. 7 Crowns and the Oblivion Chain. If I ever met Archspire, the first thing I would say to them is, why did you come up with that title? Because it's fucking stupid. 7 Crowns and the obvious Oblivion Chain. 7 Crowns and the Oblivion Chain. Stupid. Just say 7 Crowns. That's fine. This is the top of the heap. The Big Kahuna. Uh-oh. The best death metal band in the modern landscape. That's pretty serious for you to say to the death metal fans of the world. I may obviously have some people who want to argue with me. No doubt. I just love Archspire for their blistering pace. Okay, as soon as I hear blistering pace, I hear song number 4. Their progressive landscape, okay. The elite level of the solos, okay. The interesting rhythms, the influence from classical music like Mozart, okay, like Obscura. The rapid-fire spitting of the vocalist, the absurd drumming by the Spencer, the incredible guitar work of Toby and Dean. Archspire, if you're watching this somehow, Cucumber Macumber wants to suck your wieners. Badly. They are truly the entire package, and this is one of their best early songs. I believe I've already done Golden Mouth of Ruin on the channel. Yes, see? I did know we had done these guys before. This doesn't quite beat that one. What? In my opinion, but it's close. Okay? It says, I'm happy to be able to share these tracks with all of you. Let me know. Do you prefer the older style of death metal or the newer? That's hard to say. I really like the first couple of songs, like riffage. But I feel like the newer ones, if this is considered a new one, Obscura at least, had a very much more progressive element to it that I thought was cool too. That's my take on it. Maybe you don't like death metal at all. That's cool. Thanks for being along for the ride. Awesome. Cucumber, that's a great way to put it. And it kind of sums up the channel exactly. Doesn't matter if people don't like it or not. It's us getting to know you. That's really what I like about it. Is when you guys turn in your sets, whether I like it or not, it's about getting to understand you a little bit. And so what's interesting, just as an example, Cucumber, I think from all these sets that you turned in, to me it's obvious. Like when people say I don't like Dream Theater, I don't really get into Dream Theater, I always wonder why. Because like, it's one thing to be like, I don't prefer them, but it's another thing to be like, yeah, I just don't care for them at all. And I'm like, what is it that their music, which I think is so emotional and touching for this kind of style, can you just be like, nah, not at all? Because it's got a lot of elements of everybody else. A lot of people copied them in a lot of ways. And I think it says a lot when your preferences come out. So now, in this situation, after 8 sets, and we have one more by Cucumber, it's obvious that Cucumber is more of this side of the spectrum that we've talked about with progressive. He's much more on the heavier side, as Scott and I think Ryan are. Ryan, I think, is a little more over here, too, a little bit than Scott and maybe Cucumber. Because Ryan likes like Mars Volta, which is a little bit different and unique, just as an example. But I definitely feel Cucumber and Scott K, for instance, are just tend to like heavier stuff more, and they're not going to be into like the poppier side, which I've always said I'm kind of over here on the thing. So I feel like Adrian and John Feedy are kind of like right in the middle because they like some stuff over here more than I do. But they also we also agree on a lot, which is why their sets tend to win. Because they pick really melodic, very cool, even ballad-like songs that I think Scott K and Cucumber are not typically going to really like. They may like it, but they're not going to love it like they do this heavy shit. So I'm going to stop talking. Let's get into the last one. Archspire. I'm sure Cucumber wants to just like have you give him a golden shower and piss all over him and he'll drink it. And this is why. Here we go. Yeah, I fucking hate it. But I'll let Ryan listen. Oh my god. The worst music I've heard all day. Oh God, Baggins, is it really 15 minutes? I didn't read that part. Lord have mercy. Have mercy on me. I don't even know if I can give this a second listen. That's a cool bass line. Cool. Best part of the whole fucking song. Is that it? Please say that's it. He said 15 minutes. Fuck. Is that it? Please say that's it. Please say that's it. I think that's it. Oh my God. Am I lucky? I think I'm lucky. Tell me if that wasn't it, because it sounded like it ended and it clicked off, so I think that's the end, right? But fucking Baggins said it's fucking 15 minutes long. Is that it? Cucumber, you gotta tell me, is that the end? I know Tori Amos liked it, but she doesn't write this kind of shit. Okay, Baggins, you can't joke like that. I'm gonna take you seriously, dude. Okay. Yeah. Again, I'm glad I get to know you, Cucumber. And you know what? I liked that you clarified that you do like Caligula Source and stuff like that, but you just don't put it on the channel. Got it. But I do think it says a lot still that most of your sets are still this, because this is, I think, what you tend to gravitate towards more than that. You may like some stuff from them, but this is what you love. Like, this is what gives you the blood flow, okay? That maybe give you a couple songs may give you blood flow, but this gives you blood flow, all right? Oh, but that was absolutely some of the worst shit I've heard. That is like, I mean, I would call that worse than noise. I would call that hell. Like, that was just, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it broke me, because I think it just got close to breaking me because I wasn't expecting it. But all right, we are at an hour, 6 minutes. I gotta go because I got a lot of shit to do, and that I'm gonna have to drag myself out of that last song to get going. But man, I'm sure if Cucumber masturbates to that tempo, he's raw as a dog. All right, you guys have a great day. And tomorrow we have, I'm pretty sure, Mr. Colin Crompton. So we will see you guys then. All right, peace out. Thank you, Cucumber, for your 8th set. I love them every time, even if I don't like the music. That is the message I want you to take away. And I appreciate you sharing it. I really do. So, yeah, I'm sure other people may find this music enjoyable. Most of it I did not, but you saw my list there. Everybody have a good day. We will see you in the morning. Go Bucks.